Sonny, can I talk to you for a moment? There's something important I need to say.
Huh? Philip, aren't you supposed to be at work right now?
I left early.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm having lunch with a friend right now. Can we talk later?
That friend of yours is a man, isn't it?
Huh?
Don't try to hide it. The guy's a young host, right? You're probably enjoying yourself with him at a hotel before heading to the club, right? A man 20 years younger than you, someone almost the same age as your son? The world's really gone downhill.
Oh, so you figured it out. Well, in that case, it's actually perfect timing.
Perfect timing?
You see, I've decided I'm going to marry him.
What?
He was so thrilled when I told him I'd buy him a mansion. He eagerly accepted my proposal.
A mansion? Where on earth are you getting that kind of money?
Oh my. My father, who holds a board position at a company, can easily make it happen, even for another woman. It's no problem for him.
Again with your father.
When you're a woman as glamorous as we, age doesn't matter anymore.
That's not your money, though.
My father's money will become mine since I'm his only daughter. So it's basically the same thing. Which means I don't need you anymore, some ordinary, underpaid office worker. I'll divorce you.
Is that so? Then come back home for a discussion about the divorce.
No way. From today, I'm going to live with him.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'll send the divorce papers later. Just sign them however you want.
You know it's not that simple, right?
If it's about the alimony and child support, don't worry. I'll have my father talk to you and take care of it. Once you figure out the amount you want, just let me know. Goodbye for now. Hey, haven't you submitted the divorce papers yet? I hope there hasn't been a postal accident or something that's preventing them from reaching you.
They've been delivered.
Then hurry up and submit them to the city office. I want to marry Renji as soon as possible.
Renji, your affair partner, the host, right?
Could you stop calling him my affair partner? In my mind, Renji is the one. You've essentially become the affair partner now. Oh wait, no, you didn't even make it that far. You're just a poor, middle-aged man who couldn't even be a proper affair partner.
I don't understand how you can say such things to someone you've been with for 20 years!
It doesn't matter if you understand or not. The truth is, I always wanted to marry someone as rich as my father, or even wealthier. But for some reason, I ended up being forced into an arranged marriage with an ordinary office worker like you. Sure, you were good-looking, so I compromised and married you. That was my mistake. I'm done living according to your salary and lifestyle. Plus, starting next month, I'm going to live with Renji in the mansion my father bought for us.
Wait, you've already bought a house?
Yes, I have. When I told my father, he gave me $500,000 and bought a mansion for us, paying in full all at once. So please hurry up and submit those divorce papers. I'm in a rush, all right?
Hey, Dad! Sorry to interrupt you while you're working on the weekend, but can I talk to you for a minute? What is it? I got a call from Grandpa and he left a message for you. Which Grandpa? Mom's side. What did he say? Well, he mentioned something about the house's ownership and seismic reinforcement and... Ownership and seismic reinforcement? Yeah, and he also talked about complaints to the home builder and possibly even a lawsuit. I have no idea what he's talking about. That doesn't ring a bell, but it definitely sounds serious. Right? So when I told him I didn't understand any of that, he said to have you contact him. So could you call him back when you have a chance? All right, I'll get in touch with him after work. Thanks. Oh, Dad? What is it? About Mom. Ah, I see. She's seeing someone, isn't she? Yeah, I kind of figured you'd notice. Well, yeah. By the time you're 18, you're not an idiot. I've noticed you've been spending more time lost in thought lately, and Mom hasn't been coming home for a while. If she's not just visiting her parents, then it's pretty clear, right? Yeah, you're right. I've been meaning to bring it up, but I couldn't find the right moment. It's fine. Are you getting a divorce? Yeah. Actually, I already have the divorce papers from Mom. I see. Well, I'll say this now. I'm gonna stay with you, Dad. Wait, are you sure? Of course! I don't want to live with a mother who's cheating on you. It's disgusting! Is that okay with you? Of course it is. Actually, that's been my biggest worry, to be honest. I'm always gonna side with you, Dad. Thanks, Davis.
Hey, Philip. Did you submit the divorce papers yet? I want to get married to Renji as soon as possible. When we move into that mansion my father bought for us, Renji's going to carry me over the threshold. I've dreamed of that moment for so long, and I want to make it happen as a newlywed couple after we've officially registered our marriage.
What on earth are you talking about? You're an adult. Stop acting like a teenager in some fairy tale.
It's not like I'm asking for something unreasonable. It's the first step of our new life together, a special moment, and I want it to be just right, with us moving in as a married couple, starting this new chapter as husband and wife.
You're acting like a child. The mansion is supposed to be ready next month, right?
Yes, that's right. So please, can you hurry up and submit the papers?
Do you not know that after a divorce, women can't remarry for 100 days?
Wait, what?
Yes, there's a rule for that. Strictly speaking, it doesn't apply to all cases, but based on what I know, you're likely in a situation where it will. I'm just saying you should probably look it up. I'm planning to submit the divorce papers next week.
Are you serious? Well, I guess if that means I'll officially be free again, fine, I'll accept it. But listen, you need to hurry. I have my plans, and I'm not waiting around forever. Oh, and by the way, the house you've been living in, consider it yours. But remember, it's actually under your father's name, right? Now that we're divorcing, you're going to have to change the title. Good luck paying off that $100,000 mortgage, though. It's on you now. You'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Huh? The house has always been under my name.
What?
Your father helped out with some of the down payment, but he didn't have ownership of the house. It's been mine all along.
Wait, seriously?
And as for the mortgage, don't worry about it. I paid off the remaining balance in full already. Thanks for the help, though.
What? You paid it off in full? But how could you afford that? Your annual income is just $70,000. Where did you get $100,000 from?
Your father helped me out with that.
Wait, what? My father?
Yes, he gave me the money as part of the alimony.
Alimony? Wait, what do you mean alimony? I didn't know anything about that. So that's why you paid it all off in full?
Yes, and actually I'm going to be receiving money from him for the alimony itself, too.
But wait, why is my father's name coming up all of a sudden? Why does he have anything to do with this?
I guess you didn't know about this yet. Here's the thing. About that mansion you were so excited to move into with your beloved Renji, you might want to rethink that. Your father actually made it clear to me that you're not allowed to live there.
No way! You told me that I could move in there. Why am I being told this now?
Well, let's put it this way. You've deceived your father into giving you $500,000 for that mansion. And once the truth came out, it was inevitable that things would turn out this way.
Deceive him? That's not what happened. You're twisting the story.
Well, didn't you tell him that the house you were living in now was defective? And that you were too scared to stay in it, so you needed a new one? Didn't you say that?
Wait, how do you know that? That's not something I told anyone.
Your father called me the other day.
How could you even know what was said?
Apparently, when he purchased the mansion, he did it under his name, but now with all of this chaos, he wants to know if it should be transferred into my name. He wants to make sure everything is taken care of properly now that you've been caught in this lie.
What?
And if the house you were living in was really defective, that could lead to a legal case against the builder. Your father also wants to prepare for a lawsuit to ensure he's protected.
Wait, a lawsuit? You're talking about suing someone? But that's not true, right?
Well, it's not true, but you know, I had to explain everything to your father, including your affair. Naturally, he's furious right now.
No. So what about the alimony and the child support?
He told me you'll be paying those out of your own pocket.
Wait, what? I'm supposed to pay that?
And about the remaining $100,000 on the house, your father covered it, but now he's making it clear you'll have to pay him back. Good luck with that.
Wait, are you telling me I have to start working now?
I didn't hear anything specific about that, but it sounds like that's what's gonna happen.
Hold on a second. I am the daughter of a wealthy family, you know. I've never had to work a day in my life. And now you're saying I have to get a job? But what kind of nonsense is this?
What are you complaining about? You're not even 40 yet. People your age are still working hard, both men and women. This isn't some retirement age situation. You should be able to manage.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, you'll have to figure it out. It's not up to me.
Wait, what do you mean?
Your father said, from now on, Sonny's future will be entirely managed by me. It's no longer something I have any control over. He also mentioned that you'll be excluded from his inheritance.
No. You're lying, right? This can't be happening.
I'm just telling you what he said. I'm out of the picture now. But you'll have to handle the alimony and the child support. Good luck with all of that. My ex-father-in-law, who was always incredibly lenient with his only daughter, Sonny, finally reached his breaking point when it came to her latest actions. Up until this point, he had indulged her every whim, even when she showed signs of being spoiled and reckless. But this time, her affair with the host had gone too far. It wasn't just a matter of personal betrayal anymore. It directly threatened the credibility of his company. The news about her affair had the potential to destroy the reputation he had worked so hard to build, and that was something he simply couldn't allow. He couldn't turn a blind eye to this situation. The consequences of her actions weren't just emotional, they were financial and professional. His anger was something I had never seen before. He wasn't just upset with Sonny for her betrayal, but also with himself. He realized that by enabling her behavior for so long, he had contributed to this mess. He had allowed her to believe that she could get away with anything simply because she was his daughter. But now, faced with the reality of the situation, he understood that his previous leniency had been a mistake, and he vowed not to make the same error again. In an attempt to teach Sonny a lesson, he decided to take drastic measures. He took her out of the comfortable environment she had grown accustomed to, an environment where her beauty and charm had allowed her to manipulate people into giving her what she wanted, and placed her into a completely foreign and challenging situation. According to what I've heard, he put her into a job where she was surrounded by women and forced to navigate an unfamiliar workplace where she couldn't rely on her usual tricks to get by. It wasn't an ideal situation for someone like her who had always been used to getting her way by playing the part of the innocent and alluring woman. But this time, that tactic wouldn't work. She would have to face reality and learn to fend for herself. Unfortunately, the host she had been seeing didn't stick around to face the consequences of his actions. As soon as the alimony payments were made, he quit his job at the club and disappeared, heading back to his rural hometown. It seemed like he had no intention of sticking around to deal with the fallout of his involvement with Sonny. He wasn't interested in taking responsibility for his part in the mess that had been created. He was gone as quickly as he had appeared in her life. For Sonny, this meant that her financial and emotional support system crumbled almost overnight. With the host gone and no one left to rely on, Sonny found herself in a much more precarious situation. She didn't have the luxury of depending on her father's wealth or support anymore. She had to figure out how to support herself, something she had never really had to do before. For someone who had always been used to living off the kindness of others, or in this case, the generosity of men, the sudden reality check was a difficult one to process. She had no choice but to go out and find work, even if it meant taking a job that was beneath her usual standards. The job she ended up with wasn't glamorous. In fact, it was far from it. But it was a job, and she had no choice but to take it. As she tried to adapt to her new reality, Sunny began to struggle. The working conditions weren't ideal, and the relationships with her colleagues were strained. From what I understand, she was constantly at odds with the other women in her workplace. It seems that Sunny had a way of rubbing people the wrong way, particularly when she was unable to rely on her usual charm or manipulation tactics. Without the ability to use her beauty and allure to control the situation, she quickly became isolated. She was now forced to interact with people who weren't interested in catering to her every whim, and she didn't know how to handle it. For the first time in her life, she had to deal with the consequences of her actions, and it wasn't going well. Each day seemed to bring more stress, more tension, and more frustration. She wasn't used to being in this position, and it showed. Her new coworkers weren't sympathetic to her plight. They didn't care about her past or the way she had lived her life up until that point. They only cared about the job at hand. And for someone who had always been the center of attention, it was a hard pill to swallow. She wasn't used to being just another person in the crowd. She wasn't used to being looked down upon, especially by women. Over time, she began to grow more and more bitter. Her once beautiful face, which had been a source of pride, now looked worn and tired from the constant stress and emotional turmoil. She became consumed by her frustrations, and it wasn't long before her coworkers started to distance themselves from her. The isolation that had already started to take hold deepened, and she was left alone with her thoughts. She tried to put on a brave face, but it was clear to everyone that she was struggling. During this period, I received several phone calls from her, although I never answered them. She called the house phone a few times, probably hoping for some sort of emotional support or understanding. But by this point, I had made up my mind. I wasn't interested in offering her any help, not after everything that had happened. I had been patient with her for far too long, and I had allowed her to manipulate me in the past. But not anymore. I wasn't gonna be her safety net anymore. I wasn't gonna bail her out of the mess she had created for herself. One day, when I happened to be at the house, I overheard my son answering the phone. I wasn't sure who it was at first, but I soon realized that it was Sunny. I heard him shout into the receiver, "Shut up, you're so shameless," before he slammed the phone down and hung up on her. The call seemed to have been one too many, and it was clear that my son had reached his limit as well. He had been just as hurt by her actions as I had, and now he had no patience for her. After that call, the phone never rang again. It seemed that Sunny had finally understood that no one was willing to help her anymore. She was on her own. Now, from what I've heard, Sunny is living a much harder life than she ever imagined. The comfort and luxury she had once taken for granted are long gone. The money and the men who had once been at her disposal are nowhere to be found. She's struggling, trying to make ends meet, working tirelessly at a job she never thought she'd have to take, and trying to rebuild her life in the aftermath of her reckless decisions. I don't know if she regrets her choices. Perhaps she does, or perhaps she's too proud to admit it. But one thing is clear, her life has changed in ways she never anticipated. The consequences of her actions are more far-reaching than she ever realized, and now she has to face them alone. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Martha, I just heard the big news from my brother. Congratulations on getting engaged. If it isn't Haley. I heard from my family that you and him have been together for about 3 months now, but thinking that you'd both already be thinking about marriage is pretty crazy to me. I hear that you both plan to have a wedding in another 2 months at the restaurant? Yeah. I almost feel as though he wants to get married to me so badly that he has no patience left in himself. Well, you are living pretty close to our family's house, and you have been for a long time now. And even though he's 10 years older than me and you guys have known each other for so long that it's almost as though you've been dating a lot longer than 3 months. So I don't find you guys getting married too strange. Just crazy is all. Would you shut up, please? Huh? Ugh, I've had enough of this. It's beginning to become a huge bother for me, so I think I'm going to call it quits. You and I are no longer friends. Martha, Listen, back in the day, you really were a good friend of mine and all, but ever since you had to start sitting in that wheelchair 2 years ago, it's been a pain in my butt being friends with you. Huh? For some reason, everyone seems to think it's okay to have me be the one to take care of you all the time, just because we were good friends and I live near you. And as for my parents, I have no idea why, but it seems like they feel some kind of obligation to have me help you around and such. So, whatever, I guess. The only reason I've been able to stick around and care for you this long is because I've been after that really top-notch man that you happen to be related to. Stick around? The only reason that I've been around helping you is so that I could get your brother to start taking an interest in me. He's known about me for a long time, but not enough to have any interest in me. But I felt that if I showed him that I'm a caring person by pushing you around and being a good friend of yours, he'd really start to take a liking to me. And guess what? He has taken a huge liking in me, and so I have no use for you anymore. What are you talking about? You were just using me so that you could get closer to my brother and get him to like you? That's what I'm saying. But listen here, don't you dare go telling him about that, or else I'll push you and that wheelchair down a flight of stairs. Because if he learns that I've only been caring for you to get to him, he might not love me anymore. The only reason he wants to marry me is because he thinks I'm selfless and caring towards people like you. And to be honest, even if you did start to talk to him about what I've said, I doubt he'll believe you. He'll probably just turn around and tell you to stop talking badly about the woman he loves. So this is the way you've thought of me all along? How else did you want me to think of you? Do you really think I'm the kind of person that's happy with sacrificing their time just to help a cripple with no reward in sight? I was only using you like a tool so that I could get your brother to fall for me like he has, and then proceed to marry him. And would you look at that? It worked. I've heard enough from you. I understand what I mean to you now, so I've had enough. Even if you're being true about how you feel to me, it's not going to matter. I know that I can live perfectly fine on my own without your help, and I'm going to start that life right now. Huh? I am thankful that you helped me find a job after I ended up in this wheelchair, and because of that, I'm able to make some decent money. I'll have to start thinking about what I'm going to do when I go out and plan it all out well, but I'm so used to that now that I don't need you there to help me. And honestly, there are other people besides you that can help me if I need it. So you are no longer needed by me, Martha. Thank you for everything up until now. Haley? Do you have some time? I know that you're already aware that tomorrow's wedding is going to be held at a restaurant, but I have to ask, are you all right with not showing up for it? I'm sure you are, right? Huh? It's been a little while since we last talked, and this is what you want to talk about? You're asking me to stay away on the day of my brother's wedding? I'm sorry, but that's a little strange of you to be asking this of his own little sister. All I'm asking is that you tell everyone that you're not feeling too well and that that's the reason for you not making it to the wedding tomorrow. However, if you really want to come tomorrow, then you'd better be walking into the wedding. Because you coming in that wheelchair of yours will embarrass me in front of my family. From what I've read, the restaurant is fully accessible to those in wheelchairs, so... But what I'm saying is that wheelchairs are not allowed in my wedding. I don't want my family and friends knowing that within the family I'm marrying into, there's a cripple in a wheelchair. You do realize that both you and I share a lot of friends, so why is it a huge problem now if they know? I don't don't care about that. I'm talking about what'll happen tomorrow. There are going to be people coming tomorrow that don't know about you or your wheelchair, and I want it to stay that way. Are you going to understand what I'm asking you right now? I am marrying your brother because I think he is the perfect man. But when it comes to his little sister, I only see you as being a stain on his reputation that I don't want people looking at. All right, fine. I'll stay here at home tomorrow while you all enjoy the wedding. Go ahead and remove my name from the guest list. Ah, and there's one other thing. I'd like for you to leave your parents' house for good as well. Why should I do that? I'm sure you're well aware that after I marry your brother, I'm going to be moving into your parents' house with him and your parents. But you are in the way of that. If I have to move into that house with you still living there, then things are going to stay the same as they've been for the past 2 years, and I'm going to have to care for your needs. So before the wedding finishes tomorrow, I want you out of that house.
Haley!
Huh? Trace, you're at home right now with me, so why are you choosing to text me instead of coming over to my room?
Well, right now, Mom and Dad are in the living room, and I don't want them to hear what I want to say to you. For right now, at least. Okay? Just a second ago, I saw that you were texting someone on your phone, and you had a pretty miserable-looking face.
Well, yeah?
I'm sorry, but when I saw you looking that way, I walked by and took a quick look at your phone screen. Were you talking with Martha? I saw that she told you that tomorrow's wedding wouldn't allow wheelchairs, and that she asked you to not show up to the wedding tomorrow, right? What the hell is up with all that?
You saw all of that from her then?
I really want you to tell me everything about what's going on between you two.
Haley, hey, what the hell is going on over here? What are you talking about? I just showed up to the restaurant in my wedding dress, but there isn't a single soul here. I am the bride, after all, and so I had to go and get my dress on and do my makeup and hair and everything, so I was expecting to get here when everyone else had already showed up. But my mom and my dad, my aunts and uncles, even my cousins, and not just all of my family, but Trace's family as well, and even our friends. Not a single one of them is here right now to celebrate my wedding. And not just all of them, but even Trace is not here right now to see me. The restaurant isn't even open right now either. How the hell am I going to get in there? Tell me what the actual hell is going on right now. Martha, what are you even going on about right now? I thought the wedding had been canceled and that everyone had already been informed, including you. Huh? Yesterday evening, my brother went over to your place, and there he talked with your parents about everything and about how the wedding would be canceled and that he'd no longer be engaged to you. And to make sure that the reservation and all the food that's already been prepared doesn't go to waste, Trace is having his boss and the rest of the company come there and throw a small party while enjoying all that food. Huh? What the frick are you talking about, Haley? Yesterday night, Trace did end up coming over to my place for a bit, but he was here to talk to my parents about the wedding day and to tell them that wheelchairs would not be allowed at the wedding. And he told them that that meant that you wouldn't be able to come. And before he left, he told them that what all that meant was exactly how it sounded, while he had a very serious look on his face. Martha, are you going to be okay? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me that? Are you sure you listened in on everything that my brother said to your parents last night? I did. That's just what I told you. And from what I heard, Trace agreed with what I said about you and what I was asking for. And so he was able to let my parents know that you wouldn't be showing up at the wedding. Well, you're right to think that the conversation they had was about me not being able to come to the wedding and that I'd ultimately be taken off the guest list. But my brother was actually protesting to your parents about how you'd used me to get closer to him and that he knew you didn't actually care about me whatsoever, and that was all due to me being in this wheelchair. Huh? He protested? Trace is telling me that he's going to talk with you now, so you go ahead and talk with him about this.
Martha?
Trace? Is that you?
What exactly did you think that conversation with your parents yesterday meant?
What did I think it meant? I thought you were talking with my parents about how your sister and her wheelchair are in our way, and that for the sake of our happy future, you would not be allowing her to come to our wedding.
That's only what you want to think. The reason I was there last night is because the way you talked about my sister is not acceptable, and I had to complain to your parents about that.
Huh?
And just a quick side note, you didn't listen to a single thing yesterday during my conversation with them, because all you did was sit on the couch in the other room looking at your phone the whole time.
I just assumed that you guys were done talking about the important stuff.
Well, unfortunately, we were only getting started with the important stuff. Stuff like how I'm no longer going to be marrying you.
You're joking, right?
Hey, Martha, I know you're aware that Haley is the person that saved your life, but for you to talk to her like she means nothing to you after what she did is just terrible, and it shocked me to the core.
Huh? She saved my life? What are you talking about now?
Huh? Wait a sec, are you kidding me? You never even realized something like that either this whole time?
Huh? What?
This is just...
Trace, what the hell are you talking about?
How about you just get your butt back to my place and then we can talk about all of this face to face? I'm sorry, but this isn't something that I can talk about through text.
This is all just a joke, right? When I was about to fall down those stairs, you stepped in to save me? Martha, back then you were talking a whole lot with someone else while walking, and you never noticed the flight of stairs ahead of yourself. I tried to yell at you to look out for the stairs as you continued to chat with your friend, but you didn't seem to listen to a word I was saying. So when you were about to lose your footing and fall all the way down those stairs, I reached in to help you fall back towards the hallway, which then led to me falling all the way down that flight of stairs instead. Back then, I just assumed you were trying to be a little jerk by hitting me in the chest with your arm, and that you got what you deserved by falling down those stairs right after. So that's why after you ended up in a wheelchair, my parents made me take care of you for the next 2 years, as though we were obligated to do so for you? For the longest time, I didn't want you to feel responsible for me ending up like this, so I never talked to you about what happened that day. But to actually think that by not talking to you about what happened, you just assumed I was trying to mess with you and that I was the one that fell down those stairs for it? But I just didn't... I'm going to be very honest with you about this now, since things have changed so much between us. Martha, you never seem to care about what other people are saying to you, do you? You always like to make everything seem as though it's about you, and then anything that doesn't have anything to do with you directly, you just forget about that or change. Huh? You think that that's... When my brother was talking about how he wasn't going to marry you anymore, you did the same thing. When he was at your house talking to you and your parents, he was very upset with you. But you changed what was going on in your mind so it looked as though he was just there to agree with you on not wanting me to come to the wedding because of my wheelchair. Is that right? I see. You're probably not going to be able to understand all of this right away. Well, I'm sorry, but with the way you've become, I no longer want to have anything to do with you. Huh? I'm not sure if after all of this is over, you'll be able to think hard about what you've done and change your ways due to all of it. But as of right now, I'm having a really hard time believing that you've said so many terrible things to me, yet have not said one apology to me for it. Well, then what the hell should I do? Right now, it seems like nobody is going to be on my side after what you've all done. And you should take the time to think about why that is, although at this point, you're probably not even listening to the advice I'm giving. Anyway, I know I'm the kind of person that's able to put up with a lot of crap, but this has gone all too far. I want you to stay away from me forever now. Haley! A few days after everything happened, Martha's parents reached out to Trace and offered him a large sum of money. It was their way of acknowledging the time, energy, and emotional toll Martha had put him through. They were deeply ashamed of their daughter's actions and wanted to make things right in any way they could. Shortly after that, they quietly moved away from the neighborhood. It seemed like they no longer wanted to be reminded of the situation or associated with the damage Martha had caused. As for Martha, she's no longer living with her parents. They refused to take her back in after the fallout, saying they couldn't continue supporting someone who had brought such embarrassment and pain into their lives. Instead, she's now staying with her godmother somewhere far out of town. Her godmother has taken over the responsibility for her and has started getting her into therapy. Apparently, Martha's behavior and the things she said to me, especially her lack of memory about everything I did to save her life, raised enough concern to warrant professional help. There's hope that the therapy will lead her towards some kind of clarity. Maybe one day she'll understand why she acted the way she did and what made her so selfish and unaware of the damage she caused. More importantly, she'll hopefully learn how to take accountability for her mistakes and make an effort to repair what's broken. What she did left a deep impact on both Trace and me. Emotionally, it shook us in ways we hadn't expected. The betrayal, the manipulation, the complete disregard for what we gave up for her. It's not something either of us can forget easily, but we've made a commitment to help each other through it, and little by little, we're doing the work to move forward. It's hard, but we're not giving up. On a more personal note, I recently got some unexpected but hopeful news. I've been told that if I stick with my rehabilitation program, there's actually a chance that I might walk again. That hope has given me something to work toward, and now I'm putting all my focus into recovery. This time, it's about me, my future, my healing, and letting go of everything I lost trying to save someone who couldn't even remember it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Colson, do you have a moment?
Hey, Amanda. Yeah, what's up?
So, this is kind of sudden, but I'd like to go on a trip with a friend.
A trip?
Yeah, it'd be from this coming Saturday, 3 nights, 4 days.
That is kind of sudden.
Well, here's the thing. A couple I'm friends with had this trip planned, but something came up on the husband's end. Some urgent matter, and he can't go anymore. So they asked if I'd like to take his place.
Oh, I see. So you'd be going with the wife?
Exactly. She didn't want to go alone, and since the reservations were already made, she figured it'd be a waste to cancel everything. It'd be a girls' trip, just the two of us. They had everything booked already.
Where to?
Apparently the original plan was to go around Thunder Bay and Jacksonville. A bit of sightseeing, a bit of relaxing. They'd planned a route with a rental car and everything. Pretty flexible.
Sounds like a nice trip.
Right? So, given the sudden change of plans, I'd have to take Monday and Tuesday off from work. That's the part I wanted to run by you.
Well, it's not exactly our peak season right now. If it's not going to mess things up too much in your department and you've got things covered, I don't see why not. I mean, it's a good opportunity. You should go if you want to.
Really? You mean it?
Yeah, go for it.
Aw, I knew you'd say that. That's what I love about you. You're quick to make decisions and you don't make things unnecessarily complicated. Totally CEO behavior. Swift judgment, cool under pressure. Love that.
Now you're just buttering me up.
Come on, don't pretend it's not true. And hey, let's not forget, I am your employee and your wife. There has to be some perk to being married to the boss, right? Perks of being the CEO's wife?
Nah, let's not bring the CEO's wife card into this. This is a normal vacation request. Don't make it weird. Still, I'm glad you're getting a chance to do something spontaneous for once.
Thanks. Okay then. I'll just get the official okay from the department head and I'll tell my friends I'm in. Oh, and I should probably do a bit of shopping for the trip too. I mean, I don't have much time to prepare. I'll go after work today, pick up a few things.
Sounds like a plan. Just don't go overboard, all right?
I'll try. No promises, though. Shopping for a trip is half the fun.
Fair enough. Just be careful, okay? And enjoy yourself. You deserve a little break.
Thanks, I will. You're the best, Coulson. Coulson, good morning. Sorry I left without saying anything. The meeting time was so early I didn't want to wake you.
Hey, no worries. I saw the note you left on the table in the living room. Still, I gotta say, it's rare to see you up and out before the sun. My little sleepyhead actually beat the alarm clock for once.
Ugh, don't tease me. I can wake up when I really have to, you know. I'm not always a lazy lump.
Relax, I'm just messing with you. Saw you on the bus already?
Yeah, just got settled in a little while ago. We're munching on the bento boxes we grabbed for lunch.
Nice. What'd you get?
I got a salmon and egg combo. Simple but solid. My friend got a pork cutlet sandwich, and we're sharing a few sides, too.
Sounds like a good start to the trip. How's the mood? Everyone excited?
Oh, totally. Everyone's chattering and passing snacks around like kids on a field trip. There's a lot of energy for this early in the morning.
That's good. It'll make the long ride feel shorter.
Yeah, it already feels like the time's flying by. I think I needed this more than I realized. Just a break from everything.
You've been working hard. You deserve some time to unwind. Don't think about the office. Don't check emails. Just relax, take in the views, eat good food, laugh too loud, all of it.
Aw, you're being way too sweet for this early in the day. Who are you and what did you do with Coulson?
Hey, I could be sweet occasionally.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll try not to spam you with too many updates, but I'll definitely send some photos if we come across anything fun.
Please do. I want to see the ridiculous souvenir shops and weird roadside food you always find.
You know I have a talent for that. Okay, I'll keep you posted. And don't forget to eat something decent today, all right?
Yes, Mom.
I mean it. No skipping lunch just because I'm not there to nag you in person.
I'll be fine, but thanks. You go have fun and don't worry about me.
I'll try. All right, the bus is starting to move again. We're officially on the road now.
Drive safe. Well, ride safe, I guess. Talk to you later.
Yep, I'll message you when we get to our first stop. Love you.
Love you too. Have fun, Amanda.
Coulson, sorry to bother you while you're out. There's something I urgently need to confirm with you.
Sure, what's going on?
It's regarding the company credit card you're currently using.
Is there a problem with it?
Well, when I arrived at the office earlier this morning, I checked the usage notifications as usual, and I noticed something a bit alarming. Over the course of this past weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the card shows charges totaling around $10,000.
$10,000? That can't be right. Are you sure?
Yes, the charges came through in multiple transactions, all within that time frame. Given how unusually high the total is, I wanted to check in with you immediately.
That's not ringing any bells. I don't remember making any purchases anywhere near that amount.
I figured as much. And while it is the month your card is due for renewal, that shouldn't lead to this kind of expenditure. There aren't any automatic fees tied to this renewal that would explain this.
Oh, right. This was the renewal month, wasn't it?
Yes, that's correct. The new card was delivered last week. It's still in the office safe, untouched. From what I can tell, you've still been using the older card.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to switch them out. My mistake.
Not to worry, it happens. Still, just to be on the safe side, I recommend we proceed with stopping the old card immediately. It's likely been compromised.
Yes, I agree. Please go ahead and have it suspended.
Understood. I'll get on the phone with the provider right away. Once it's officially suspended, I'll also request a transaction breakdown so we can start identifying exactly where the charges came from. If it's fraud, we'll need documentation.
Appreciate it. Sorry for the trouble.
No trouble at all. It's part of the job. Just glad we caught it early. These things can spiral fast if left unchecked.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you also email me a list of the transactions when you get them? I want to see if any of it looks familiar.
Of course. I'll forward everything as soon as I have it. And once the suspension is confirmed, I'll prepare the paperwork for the reimbursement claim as well.
Thanks, and I'll switch to the new card as soon as I'm back in the office.
No rush, but please do so at your earliest convenience. Until then, I'd suggest avoiding any large purchases, just in case anything else is still linked to the old card.
Got it. I'll keep it minimal. Thanks again for the quick response.
Anytime, Coulson. I'll keep you updated as I hear back from the bank.
Sounds good. Talk soon.
The card cancellation process has been completed.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry to trouble you with this on top of everything.
That's quite all right. No trouble at all. So, Coulson, I've just finished reviewing the detailed usage history of the card, and I thought I should inform you right away.
Okay, what did you find?
It appears that most of the charges were made in Thunder Bay and Jeffersonville.
Thunder Bay and Jeffersonville? Wait, seriously?
Yes. Do those locations sound familiar to you?
They do, yeah. Actually, those are the exact destinations Amanda mentioned for her trip.
I see. She did take leave for today and tomorrow, didn't she? She mentioned she'd be traveling with a friend.
Right. I think what probably happened is she must have taken the card from my wallet. A couple days ago, she came along with me on a supply run for the office. I had a bunch of things to carry, so she offered to help out. She might have seen me input the PIN number when I paid for everything.
I understand.
It's my fault, really. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I'll get in touch with her now and figure out what's going on.
If I may, Coulson, before you call her directly, it might be best to finish reviewing the transaction details first.
Huh? Why do you say that?
I apologize if I'm overstepping, but based on the store names, hotel bookings, and general activity, you might be able to get a clearer picture of exactly what your wife has been doing while away.
What she's doing?
Yes, and to be honest, some of the charges do seem questionable. Not just in terms of price, but in terms of purpose. I don't believe the purchases were simply for sightseeing or meals.
So you're saying this trip might not be what she told me it was?
I'd rather not speculate, but I do think it's worth going over the details before making that call, just so you're prepared.
Got it. Thanks. I appreciate you being straight with me.
Of course, let me know once you've reviewed the data. I can forward everything in a secured file if that's easier.
Yeah, please do that. And again, thanks for handling this so quickly and carefully.
Naturally, I'll send it over right away. Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do. Hey, Amanda!
Oh, Coulson, perfect timing. You're just the person I needed.
Huh?
I've been having trouble using your credit card.
You knowingly used my credit card?
Yeah, of course I did. So I was checking out of the hotel just now, right? And I went to pay for some extra charges that came up, but then they said the card was declined. Apparently, it's no longer active?
So what did you do?
Well, one of the friends I was with ended up covering the bill by withdrawing some cash from the bank, but still it's weird, right? I was using it fine up until yesterday. What's going on?
First of all, that's not even my personal card, it's the company's.
Yeah, I know that.
Excuse me? You knew and still used it?
Of course, it's a company credit card under the name of the CEO, which is you. I figured if it's tied to the company, everything I spend would go through as business expenses. I mean, isn't that amazing? Free travel, free shopping. I already racked up over $10,000 on it. But now today, suddenly it's not working, so what's the deal?
You seriously don't get it? That card expired yesterday.
What?
Yeah, the month just turned over. This is the renewal month for the card.
Wait, are you serious?
Check the expiration date on the card. Look closely.
You're right. It says it expired last month.
I figured something like this might happen, so I also had the card suspended just to be safe.
You what? Are you serious? If you did that, then of course I can't use it anymore.
You shouldn't have been using it in the first place. It's a company credit card. You used it for a personal trip.
What's the big deal? That card is under your name as the CEO, and I'm your wife. The CEO's wife. Doesn't that mean I should be able to use the company funds too, as long as it's through your card?
Are you hearing yourself right now? Company money is company money, not personal funds. Even as CEO, I can't just spend it freely on whatever I want.
Excuse me?
It's basic logic. How do you not understand this?
Then why do you carry it around all the time? That makes it look like you use it whenever you want.
Because my job involves a lot of external meetings and business trips. Expenses pop up outside the office all the time, and the card is for covering those costs. Plus, everything I spend gets checked and reviewed by the finance staff. If anything looks questionable or can't be counted as a business expense, I have to pay it back out of my own pocket.
Wait, really?
Yeah! And usually the card stays at the office. The only reason I brought it home on Friday was because I had to head straight to a client meeting this morning. I didn't realize the renewal month had rolled over and accidentally brought the old card.
So that means I grabbed the wrong card and took it with me?
Exactly. And let's be clear, what you did, that's unauthorized use of a company credit card.
What?
On top of that, what you did counts as embezzlement. You used company funds without permission.
You're kidding me.
Look, I'll take responsibility for not keeping the card more secure. I'll be reporting this as poor card management on my part, but I'm not letting this go. I'm not calling the cops, but I will be expecting the full $10,000 you spent to be reimbursed personally.
What? But I'm your wife. I'm the CEO's wife.
That has nothing to do with it. And just so you know, I'm divorcing you.
What did you just say? We've only been married for 6 months.
You've been cheating on me with Maiden the sales manager, haven't you?
What?
Maiden conveniently took the same 2 days off as you, and turns out you both went off on this little vacation together.
That's ridiculous. What makes you think that?
First off, the credit card history. You spent a ton at high-end men's boutiques, and then there was a stay at that questionable hotel.
That's just circumstantial.
Well, unfortunately for you, an employee came forward and reported you.
Wait, someone saw us?
Apparently, some staff noticed the two of you sneaking into conference rooms and storage areas whenever I was out of the office. They said you were getting pretty cozy.
No way. Someone really saw all that?
It was already a rumor around the office. I had the internal security team check the surveillance footage. They confirmed it. Multiple incidents all caught on camera.
I can't believe this.
Believe it? So when you get back, be ready. You're gonna face the consequences. After cutting their trip short, the two of them returned home separately, each walking into their own homes under a heavy, funeral-like mood. The air was thick with silence, regret, and the weight of their actions. Naturally, I demanded repayment for all the charges they'd racked up on my credit card, and I also filed a claim for emotional damages due to the affair. Since our marriage had lasted less than a year, the compensation I requested wasn't particularly large. However, things were different on Maiden's side. Because he was already married, he and my ex ended up being sued by his wife as well. All in all, between the two of them, they were slapped with a combined total of around $60,000 in damages. I heard they had to take out loans just to cover it all. That said, neither of them managed to escape the consequences professionally. Both were dismissed from their jobs with disciplinary action, as expected. Now, from what I've gathered, they're stuck in a grueling routine, juggling multiple part-time jobs, working around the clock just to stay afloat. It's not an easy life, and frankly, I don't pity them. Actions have consequences, and this is the bed they made. As for me, I stepped forward as CEO and took full responsibility in front of my employees. I didn't sugarcoat what happened. I explained the situation honestly, issued a formal apology, and promised to review and reinforce our internal policies. We're now in the middle of restructuring and reinforcing our company's professional boundaries and support systems. This has been a harsh lesson, but I'm determined not to let something like this happen again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Ari, can you talk right now?
Oh, Cole? I'm actually having tea with a friend right now, so make it quick, okay?
I went to the hospital today. They told me I needed to be admitted.
Wait, what? Admitted?
Yeah, I'll explain everything when I get back, but it's confirmed. I'm gonna need long-term hospitalization.
Long-term hospitalization, huh? When do you start?
Monday.
Huh? Monday?
Yeah, I know it's sudden, and I'm sorry for springing this on you, but...
Oh, no. That's not gonna work for me. I'm heading out on a 3-week vacation starting today, so you're on your own with this whole hospital thing.
Vacation? What? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
You're seriously just dropping that on me now? Where are you even going?
Bali.
Bali? You're going overseas?
Yeah, actually, I'm already at the airport.
What? You literally just said you were having tea with a friend.
I am. I'm with the friend I'm traveling with. We're killing time at a cafe inside the airport before the flight boards.
This friend of yours. It's a guy, isn't it?
What? Why are you asking that?
I've been holding off on this conversation, trying to decide if I should wait until after the hospital stuff was settled. But since we're being honest now, I might as well say it. I already know about your affair. I've had you investigated. So whether this particular trip is with a female friend or not, it doesn't really matter anymore. I've made up my mind. I'm moving forward with the divorce.
Oh, so you already found out, huh?
You're just going to admit it that easily?
Well, if you've got evidence, then there's no point in pretending, right? Yeah, sure, I'm cheating on you. Looks like you caught on faster than I expected.
You're being awfully casual about this.
I mean, why not? It's not like you actually want to divorce me.
And why would you think that?
Come on, you grew up in a foster home, right? I'm the only family you've ever had. I still remember how you cried on our wedding day, saying, I finally have the family I've always dreamed of. You're not the kind of guy who would throw that away so easily.
That's...
Oh, but don't worry. I'm totally fine with getting divorced whenever. I just figured you wouldn't want to, so I've been humoring you by staying married. You should be grateful, you know?
You're unbelievable.
Well, look at it this way. Once you're stuck in the hospital, I'll be free to be with my boyfriend without having to sneak around. Win-win, right? In fact, why don't you just stay hospitalized forever? That would make things so much easier for me.
You seriously just said that to someone who's about to be hospitalized?
Oh, who cares? Anyway, my flight's boarding soon.
Wait, hold on.
I'll bring you back a souvenir, okay? Look forward to it.
Hey, wait. We're not done talking. Ari! Answer me, damn it! Hey, Cole! Oh, Dan, what's up? How are you feeling? Any better? Yeah, for now, the symptoms have calmed down a bit. That's good to hear. Man, I still can't believe it, though. You ended up getting hospitalized right before we were about to kick off the plan. Talk about bad timing. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, don't apologize. Come on. If anything, you should be glad you're finally out of that god-awful black company you were working for. That toxic environment was probably half the reason you landed in the hospital in the first place. Now you're finally free from all that. Honestly, you should just treat this as an extended vacation and focus on getting better. Yeah, you're right. I'll try to think of it that way. Still, you're always so positive, huh? No matter what happens, you just keep looking ahead. I really need to take a page from your book. Wait a second. What? Whenever you start getting all sentimental like this, it usually means you've got something up your sleeve. You're way too obvious, man. Yeah, well, you got me. You always see right through me, huh? Of course I do. Now come on, spit it out already. All right, here it goes. Ari left. She's on an overseas trip with her lover. Wait, what? Are you serious? Yeah, she took off to Bali 3 whole weeks. What the hell? I knew she was cheating on you, but she really went on a fling-filled vacation right when you got hospitalized? Yeah, the timing's so perfect it's almost laughable. I'd already been gathering evidence on her for a while, you know. I was gearing up to finally confront her and start the divorce proceedings. But then out of nowhere, I ended up in the hospital. So I told her about my hospitalization, thinking maybe she'd show some human decency. But nope. Instead, she just casually drops, "Oh, by the way, I'm heading to Bali for a vacation starting today." I straight up asked her if she was going with her affair partner, and you know what? She didn't even try to lie. She just admitted it. No shame, no hesitation. Then she boarded her flight like it was nothing.
You're kidding me! She seriously just took off?
Yeah, and after that, total radio silence. No calls, no texts, nothing. Like I don't even exist.
God, what a heartless woman! So you're going through with the divorce, right? I mean, she flat out admitted to cheating. That's as good as giving you the green light for divorce.
You'd think so, but get this. She's convinced I'm too scared of being alone to actually leave her.
Huh? What the hell?
Yeah, because I grew up in a foster home. I don't have any real family. So in her twisted logic, she thinks I'll be too desperate to let go of my one and only family, her. Basically, her brilliant plan is, I'll let you stay married to me. You should be grateful. In exchange, I get to cheat as much as I want. It's absolutely insane.
What the? She actually believes that? Wow! She's got her head so far in the clouds it's practically in outer space!
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, listen, I've got a proposal!
What is it?
It's about your treatment. I've got a connection, a doctor I know from way back. He's a damn good specialist. You interested?
Wait, you mean that guy from overseas?
Bingo! You got it! I'm thinking you could head over there for treatment. You'd be in good hands with him. And while you're recovering, we can keep working on the plan. We'll take things slow and make sure nothing puts too much strain on you. What do you think?
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. After all, rent's the main focus of the plan, right? As long as I'm being mindful of my health, it should be doable. Yeah, I'll talk it over with my doctor here and see what they think.
Good call. Take your time and make sure you're comfortable with the decision. I'll be waiting for your answer. And hey, take care of yourself, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I mean it.
Cole, I'm back. Just landed a little while ago. I'm about to hop on the train home. It should take me about an hour and a half to get to the station, so come pick me up, okay? I mean, you're still in the hospital, but driving me home shouldn't be that hard, right? Come on, it's not like you're on your deathbed or anything. You can handle it. Hey, hello? Seriously, are you pouting or something? Oh, wait. I get it. You want me to apologize, huh? That's what this is about, right? Fine. I'll humor you. I am so sorry for flying off to Bali while you were stuck in the hospital. There. Happy? Oh, and hey, guess what? I brought you a souvenir. Some nice, locally roasted Balinese coffee. But, oops, I totally forgot. You probably can't drink it in your condition, huh? Oh well, I guess I'll just enjoy it myself. You know, if you're that desperate to go on a trip with me, I'll be generous. I'll take you on a little day trip sometime. You know, a pity date. I'm just that thoughtful. Wow, a wife this considerate. You sure are one lucky man. I deserve a medal. Anyway, don't keep me waiting. Be at the station on time. Later. Hey, Cole. Hey, are you even listening to me? You were taking forever to pick me up, so I had no choice but to take a taxi home. And when I finally got here, why the hell is everything gone except for my stuff? The appliances, the furniture, everything. What the hell did you do? The only things left are my personal belongings.
I left you some shampoo and soap in the bathroom. There's also a toothbrush and toothpaste on the sink.
That barely makes a difference. Don't screw around with me. Where the hell are you?
There's a lot I need to tell you, but first, that house, I put it up for sale. You'll need to move out by the end of the month.
What? You sold it?
Yeah, I'm going to Germany for treatment, so I sold the house.
Germany? Wait, what? Germany?
Yeah, I have a friend over there, and through him I was introduced to a well-known specialist.
But why did you sell the house? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm not planning on coming back to the States.
What? Are you out of your mind?
It was just a second-hand place I bought when I was single. We fixed it up nicely when we got married, but at the end of the day, it was still just a house. The renovations boosted the value, though, so I ended up selling it for a pretty good price.
Can't believe this. You never mentioned any of this.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
Why? How could you do this without even consulting me? And what's with this Germany thing? You never said a word about that either.
I didn't bother telling you, because I already knew about your affair. There was no point in talking to you anymore.
What? Even so. Even if the house is in your name, you could have at least told me. We were living here together as husband and wife. How could you just sell it without saying a word?
Because there was no need to discuss it. I didn't need your opinion anymore.
What?
I sold it after we got divorced.
Wait, what did you just say? Divorced?
Yeah, we're already divorced.
What? No. What the hell are you talking about?
You seriously forgot? 3 months ago, you and I had that huge fight after you secretly made a ridiculously expensive purchase behind my back. You threw a fit when I confronted you. You screamed, "If you're going to criticize everything I do, then let's just get divorced." And then you slammed the divorce papers right into my hands.
No way. You actually filed those papers?
That's right, I turned them in. I was already collecting evidence of your infidelity back then, so when you handed me the papers, I was more than happy to accept them.
No, this is insane. This can't be legal. It's invalid. You didn't even tell me.
Oh, it's very much valid. I filed everything properly. You gave me the papers yourself, remember? And the judge already approved it, so we are officially divorced.
Wait, this can't be happening. You didn't want to get divorced. You were always so desperate to hold on to me. I was your only family. You said it yourself. You wanted a family more than anything, and now you're just going to throw that away?
You're wrong. I've realized something. You're not my family. You're just someone who happened to be close by.
What?
There's an old saying, better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. In my case, though, it's more like better a kind stranger nearby than a heartless spouse. If being with you means having a family in name only, then I'd rather be alone. Surrounded by strangers who actually care would be far better than living with someone who betrayed me.
You can't be serious.
Oh, and by the way, I'll be filing for damages. You'll be paying me alimony for the affair.
What?
Yeah, I might be leaving the country, but I've already hired a lawyer to handle everything here. You should expect to be contacted tomorrow or the day after.
Wait, no. Oh, please come back. We need to talk this through, face to face.
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Because I'm already at the airport.
What?
I spoke with my doctor. We decided it would be best for me to leave while my condition is still stable enough for travel. And today's the day.
No way. What am I supposed to do now?
Go back to your parents' house. That's an option, right?
I can't. I'm disowned. My parents cut ties with me because you told them about my affair, didn't you? They said they never wanted to see me again.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Then why don't you go move in with your lover?
You know that's not an option. You're just being cruel now.
Oh, right. I almost forgot he's married, isn't he? By the way, I let his wife know about the affair.
What? You didn't.
Yeah, I gave her the whole rundown. Oh, and funny thing, she contacted me earlier, told me she finalized the divorce. Apparently, she agreed to reduce the alimony settlement if he agreed to cut you loose. So he took the deal.
No way. You monster! You're taking everything from me! How could you do this?
Oh no, you've got it all wrong. I didn't take anything from you. You threw it all away yourself. This is what they call poetic justice.
No, please don't do this. I have nothing left. I'll be completely alone.
That's not my problem. You brought this on yourself. I have to board my flight now.
Wait, please. Oh, please don't leave me like this. Don't leave me all alone.
Goodbye. And so, I found myself standing in Germany. It didn't take long before I was admitted to the hospital where I received treatment from an incredibly skilled and renowned doctor. Thanks to his expertise, my illness was swiftly brought under control, and I was soon on the road to a full recovery. Now I live a life that, while busy, is filled with peace and good health. I assist a close friend with his business, which keeps me occupied, but I enjoy every moment. Life in Germany, despite the challenges that led me here, has become a source of quiet contentment. The contrast to the chaos I left behind feels almost surreal, but it's a life I wouldn't trade for anything. As for my ex-wife, I came to learn about her fate through a letter sent by an American lawyer. Apparently, after I left, things only seemed to get worse for her. She had been disowned by her parents, who couldn't stand by and watch the mess she had created any longer. The affair she had been involved in turned out to be just another part of the unraveling of her life. The once promising future she had seemed to have disappeared entirely. What was left for her now? Only the debts she had incurred, paid for by the alimony she had demanded from me. I was surprised to find that, unbeknownst to me, she had accumulated even more debts during the time we were apart. In a desperate attempt to make ends meet, she tried to charm a wealthy man into giving her all the money she needed to pay it all off. But as with everything she touched, it didn't go as planned. Instead of the financial rescue she so hoped for, the man turned on her, claiming that she was stalking him. As a result, she was hit with another lawsuit demanding alimony. And so, her debts only continued to grow, pushing her further into financial ruin. Apparently, she had sent the letter to the lawyer in a last-ditch attempt to ask for help, to plead with me from afar. The letter seemed to cry out, "Help me!" But with no real understanding of what help meant, it wasn't the kind of help anyone could give her anymore. It wasn't just a simple matter of handing over money or offering sympathy. At some point, she had to face the reality of her choices. Upon receiving this letter, I couldn't help but smile to myself. In a way, I felt a strange sense of satisfaction that her world had fallen apart in the way that it had. Not that I wished for her to suffer endlessly, but her actions, her lies, her betrayals had led her down a path of self-destruction. There was a part of me that believed she might never change, that she would continue spiraling until she faced the consequences of her own decisions. In the end, I instructed the lawyer to reply with a simple message. Why don't you try working for a living? It wasn't said to be cruel, rather, it was a reality check. She had always relied on others to solve her problems, me, her parents, wealthy men. But this time, there was no one left to bail her out. It was time she learned that if she wanted to stand back up, she would have to do it on her own. I never expected a response from her. I'm not sure if she even understood what the message meant or if she simply ignored it. But I was done with the drama, done with the guilt. I had rebuilt my life, found peace, and was moving forward. Her story, in the end, was hers to live and hers to unravel. Now, I could finally enjoy my life in Germany, far from the wreckage of the past, with the knowledge that I had made the right decision to leave it all behind. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.